Right, we are back. So I'm loving these. I bought these. These arrived yesterday, and they were £14 or US dollars, about $15. I have opened them to have a quick look, but I'm hoping I can use our usual 2 jewellery molds to make something out of these. Now they're very hardware focused pieces, so I'm thinking for these, ideally, glow powders. And these are really, really nice pieces, and they all lock and open. This one, I've got some molds somewhere that are this shape, this cone shape, but I don't know where they are. But there's 2 of each shape. These ones, they've got really nice locking catches as well. Really stunning pieces, but we're going to do something with them. I'm not sure about these at the moment. How do they open? I'm sure they do open. All of them open. This is why gloves aren't the easiest thing to be wearing. There you go. So they all open. These ones, I think, are the ones that I'm going to be doing something with. I might do some others, we'll see. But they lock really, really nicely. I think I'm going to go with this. So you get 2 of each and there's 10 in total, but I'll pop the link in the description. But honestly, I think these are going to sell like hotcakes. They really are going to sell quick if they come out really, really nice, which I think they will, to be honest with you. So now I need to work out what, I don't think, I mean, this one is going to be this cabochon mold, but it's just working out the size, the pieces. Obviously we're going to have to do them in 2 halves and then stick them together inside, but it's finding the perfect fit. Now this one I'm hoping would suit this, but the only small round disc shape is that one. I'm hoping I'm going to have to get my modern day measuring device out, I think. My vernier caliper to measure that cavity. Again, these things are a must. They really are a must. So we turn it on, and then this side measures the inside of what you want to size up. It might just fit, you know. I don't know. I think no, it's a little bit too big. And this size measures something that you already have. Say, I don't know, a cabochon or something that you can just squeeze it together and measure that way. So that is the smallest one that I can use on that. And obviously these are going to be too thick to fit inside. So I need to find something else. I'm going to have to improvise. I've been through all my molds. I cannot find anything. So these 2 here, this one and this one, I know they're buttons, but we can work with that. We can improvise. They fit inside. There's a little bit of difference, but I can make that work. So we don't need that. We just need that. And that. And that. Obviously, you can do this with 2-part epoxy. I just do it because it's quicker. Now there are 12 colours in this kit. I do find some of the colours really don't hold a charge very well. I think I'm going to stick with some safe ones that I know will give a really nice glow. I might make a couple of different colours and show them at the end. We'll see. You really can't go wrong with this colour. So in goes. I'm running low. I am running low of UV resin. That's not good. And I'm pouring a little bit extra in there because I think what I'm going to have to do is get rid of those holes afterwards. Now I really want these to pop. I really want these to glow. I'm going to be careful because if you add too much, obviously it's going to prevent the curing, but I really want these to pop. And then just mix, 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 mix. And then just pour and cure. Pour on cure? Pour and cure. Again, you could probably do this in 2 layers just to make sure it cures all the way through the piece. And I'm going to give that 2 minutes on both sides. Just make sure that hole is filled in the middle, like so. I'm going to set the rest aside for the next part. And once that has cured, we can pop that out. Now I want to do a quick check just to make sure that this is going to fit, because I do need to make it a little bit thicker for the next part, but it does fit. So now we just need to really easily get rid of those holes. And to do that, I've just used a bit of my blue bezel tape. You can do this without the tape, you don't have to use this, you can just push it down onto a silicone mould. Get off! There are tricks, and I know there's ways of doing this without the tape sticking to your finger, like folding over the corners. But I'll tell you what, when, when you're filming, you don't think of these really easy tricks that we all know. You don't think about it. You just go in and you make a mess of things and you get things stuck to your hands and it becomes stressful, and then the comments become Dan, why don't you do this? It makes it so much easier. Sometimes we all know, we just forget because we're filming and we're trying to work out what we're doing next. Sorry. But we do appreciate your tips, trust me. Some of them, honestly, you've saved me a lot of the time. So I've given this another quick mix up because the pigments would have sunk. So I'm just going to apply a small bit in the middle, and I'm hoping that I can work that into those small holes and get any air bubbles out. And then we're, in theory, we're just doming the rest of that. Not too thick though, because remember we do want it to fit inside that cage. So just using my dotting tool just to take that to the edge. I don't want it to run over the edge either. Just like so. And again, I'm going to give that a couple of minutes under my lamp. Okay, so for this one, I'm hoping I've got the right one. I did measure it. It's this one, these two down here. You can see my mould and the orientation. It's these two cavities down here, and then we're going to cure those. I've done these in 2 layers, so the second layer is curing now, and then we're going to bond them together before we put them in. But you could do this, you could make lots of smaller balls of, say, different colours if you wanted to, and put smaller balls inside there if you wanted to. It's an option. So to bond them together, I'm just going to use some UHU glue. I sounded like that chap out of Frozen. What does he say? Yoo-hoo! Big summer sellout! Is that how it goes? I don't know. I can't remember the words. Anyway, let's stick to what we're doing. So I'm just applying a small amount. This is really stringy, this stuff. I do prefer E6000 Plus, but I've run out. This is really stringy stuff. So I'm just going to cover both. I'm keeping one of them in the mould. I should have put the glue on the other one after I'd taken it out. I can hear you all. I can hear you all thinking. Right, so I'm just then going to lay that on top of the other one and line it up so it fits perfectly, and then just let that dry. This stuff does actually dry pretty quick. So stringy. It was Big Blummer so Daniel. Big summer blowout. Okay, so I've got a few balls. They're not perfectly round balls, I must admit, but they fit, which is what matters. So I'm going to get these dressed. Now, all I'm going to use, these are really cheap. You can get these in lots of different colours. Is just some leather cord, choker cord. That's it. That's all I'm going to use. You can use whatever you want. But I think to make these, it's only cost a couple of dollars, I reckon. A couple of pounds. Sorry, I'm so used to speaking in American terms because I think 80% of my subscribers, I want to put that on afterwards, are based in America. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, of course, it is free. Hit that button for me. Right, I'm going to dress some and we're going to see them glow. Oh, and in case you're wondering, before I get to that stage, these ones are sky blue. Really nice colour. Right, so Mrs. Cooper is fashioning one of them for us. Say hi, Mrs. Cooper.
Hi, Mrs. Cooper.
So there it is. I'm going to show you the other ones as well. And the good thing is they are reversible and you can chop and change the colours as you wish. So these are the other ones. I have to say the blue is definitely my favourite. I did the round ball in the square one just to show you. But these are really, really, really magical. I've just charged mine up under the UV lamp so you can see the full potential. But yeah, as always, give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment if you haven't subscribed. Hit that button for me and I will see you for the next one. I've got another really good video with some good hardware coming, so make sure you've hit that sub button. See you for the next one. Bye for now.